مكملين معكم.
These guys are going into the oven 200 degrees for 2 hours. Low and slow so they stay nice and white, and they'll be crisp through and through. While your cake is baking, grab a clean, smooth-ish kitchen towel, not one of the terry cloth ones, but a smoother kind. You're just gonna lay it flat, get some powdered sugar and a sifter, and we're gonna sugar our towel. Give it a nice sprinkling of powdered sugar. This is going to be what we roll our cake in. Otherwise it would stick and maybe tear the cake. But if you dust it with powdered sugar, it'll come right off. You wouldn't want to use flour for this, for example, because you have to cook flour. Flour should be cooked before consumed. But powdered sugar is totally safe. All right, there we go. I'm putting this right here because I'm going to use it one more time. And now we're going to be ready for when the cake comes out. Because as soon as it's ready, you need to roll it out while it's soft. And if you overbake your cake, that's when your cake can crack. So you want it just done and roll it up right away. Fresh out of the oven. Look at this. It's ready because I can press down. It's bouncing right back up. With confidence, you're going to flip this. 3, 2, 1. Lift this up carefully. Peel the paper off. Okay, it smells amazing. Now we're going to roll it. So roll the long side, and then as I go along, this is optional, so let me add a little bit more powdered sugar. And you don't want to go so tight that you're compressing the cake, just tight enough that it has a roll shape, and it's going to remember who it is when you unroll it. This has to cool down for a full hour, and then we'll unroll it and fill it. Do it the right way, and just place this right onto a wire rack so the steam can kind of escape from the bottom too, and it'll cool down more efficiently. Set it aside, and now for the mushrooms. So my cake is basically almost cool. Let's take a look at these beautiful mushroom pieces and get them assembled. Use a pair of scissors, just snip the tip right off the top. And if you're wondering, how am I going to attach these together? The answer is always chocolate. Melt 2 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. I have this in a little bowl. Grab one of the mushroom caps, apply some chocolate to the bottom, then just place that on, and look at that. It's so beautiful, and the bottom already looks like a real mushroom because it has that dark part, looks like the little rills. This will make more mushrooms than you need to put on a log, but the great thing is everyone will get a piece of cake and a couple meringue mushrooms with the chocolate because they're really delicious and they have a nice crunchy texture. My mushrooms are all done, so cute, and now we're going to make our whipped cream filling. Cold cream, cold bowl, cold whisk, that's the rule. 300 ml, 1¼ cups of cold cream, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Start mixing that up. Keep an eye on this because whipped cream goes from amazing and perfect to curdle in a blink. And while that mixes, we're going to add a half teaspoon or so of vanilla. My final whipped cream secret to you is never finish it on the machine. Just take it off and whisk it up by hand. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that. That's a perfect whip. So we're going to unroll our cake now. And be careful, go slow. This looks very soft though. Nice and soft. We folded this when it was hot, and that way it's going to remember how to be rolled. It won't crack when it rolls back up. Create an even layer of that frosting, so move it all the way into the roll. Just smooth this out into an even layer, and you'll want like just an inch at the very end. I actually like to bring the whipped cream all the way to the edge here. We're going to roll this up now. Perfect. Look how cute that is. Okay, I'm popping this into the fridge just to hang out and let firm a little bit while we make the frosting. Into a large bowl, I'm adding 284 grams or 1¼ cups of room temperature really soft butter. Specifically, I'm adding 8 tablespoons or 48 grams of cocoa powder right into here. Mix it up, scrape the bowl down as needed, and if you have a mess, make sure you clean it up. Looks beautiful to me. You see streaks galore. So let's scrape the bowl down. This is beautiful and silky. Let's add 2 3/4 cups of confectioner sugar, 340 grams. The key to a good frosting like this is going low and slow. You don't want to whip a lot of air into it. It'll be harder to get a beautiful silky texture. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cream. It's really about the texture because you want it to be like a nice, delicate, soft, creamy texture and not rip the cake when you're decorating it. That looks great. I got some fresh rosemary from the garden. I'm adding this into my simple syrup that I made earlier today. It's cool, so it's not hot. It's not going to wilt the rosemary. Grab some fresh cranberries and throw those in as well. And then once they're totally covered, you're going to take them out and let them sit here for a second, just so they can get a little bit sticky and lose some of their excess. Add some sugar into a bowl. It looks beautiful and snow covered. Same for the cranberries, just toss them in, cover with sugar, and then pop them onto a sheet. It'll dry out and crystallize, but you can use them whenever you want. So everything is set. So here's the deal. I'm gonna trim off just the very edge of this so it has like a nice pretty front. Now, at an angle, you're gonna cut the cake one more time. This is the little branch sticking off the side that makes it look so cool and it's like really charming. So maybe like 3 inches or so for the short side. And now this will go like that on the side, and it'll look so cute. Find a platter that you want to use. This is big enough and it's Christmas themed, so it's perfect. Lift it. And then this goes right here on the side, just like that. Now we're going to carefully slather on some frosting. So let's get a bit of a time and use your spatula just to smooth it out. This maybe would have been easier if you just frosted the whole thing and then cut it, but it's totally either or. So chose my path and I'm sticking to it. It's fine either way. Scrape the side. The finishing touch for our cake comes from an everyday kitchen utensil, the fork. So all you need to do is slide that fork down the edge. It can be in a straight line, but actually looks better if you give it a little bit of like a curve here and there. Just clean your fork off every once in a while so that it doesn't get too gloomy.
Wow.
Almost done. Let's pop those mushrooms on. Look how cute this is gonna look right here.
What?
Okay, we're gonna go to town. Add your mushrooms in wherever you want. Now we're gonna add our sugared rosemary, which looks so frosty and amazing. Add your sugared cranberries, just hither and thither. Make it look pretty. Couple more mushrooms.
La 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 la.
Here. The final touch is the lightest dusting of snow ever. Just a little bit. This is what a holiday feast is waiting for at the very end.
Merry Christmas. Oh la
That
la.
was so delicious. It's like all the holiday memories is coming right back. I hope you get a chance to
بتشاهد
make this
شاركونا
recipe
انبسطتوا
and
أحبائي.
check it
إلى
out.
اللقاء. باي.